Hello everybody, it's Maikito. I hope everybody's having a good day and has had a good day so far. We have another pretty good, decent sized slate for Sunday. So as always, I do have picks, and if I do have any added plays, it will be in the pinned comment. Could be later tonight, could be tomorrow. Might not have some, don't know. But if I do have any, you guys know that they will be in that pinned comment. But last video, first of all, thank you all for the support, all the comments. I read every single comment, and every single one was positive. And from what I've seen from there, and what I've seen from Discord, in general, not just soccer, sports betting in general has just been not great in general. So at least it's not just us, not just me struggling, but hopefully we can bounce back today. And I also did mention in the last video that those that did comment, if we didn't hit at least 60% in the last video, that I was going to do a giveaway in this video, which is exactly what happened. So I went through all the comments and I put them all in the wheel. I'll do that here shortly. But for the giveaway, I'm gonna pick 3 people. You can either pick a month of the membership if you want to do that, or if you want just cash, you could do that too. This really matters, it's up to you. It's whatever you want to do. But we'll get into the spin. You can see that it's not like predetermined or anything like that. We'll go ahead and spin it. Like I said, you get the option of either getting the cash, or if you want to just do the membership. Either one is good with me. It's up to you. And our first winner is, let's see, Raul Oviedo 7787. We'll remove that, and then we'll keep it spinning. Like I said, it's still going. It's not like I've already predetermined this. That's the first winner. Second winner is, and I will put the picture of the comment on the screen so you see that they did comment on the last video. Who is that? That's Carlos Tovar 1192. Again, I should put a picture of the, still proving that it's not predetermined, picture of the comment on the screen. And the last winner is, let's see, who's that? Anthony Godsey 5762. So those are the 3 winners. Congratulations to the 3 of y'all. Again, you can either drop a comment with how you want me to send it to you, or you can just text me directly on Discord. My Discord is linked in the description. It's not a premium or anything. You could join that and just message me personally there. So congratulations to all 3 of y'all. But other than that, I'll just get straight into the picks. I also did mention in the last video that Underdog in general, the lines have not been great. They haven't had really any like over-unders. They only give you the higher option, and it tends to be super bumped. So the lines in general just haven't been great, hence why all these picks so far have been on PrizePicks. So for those that do ask where are the picks, these are on PrizePicks. There might be other apps like Parlay Play or Sleeper or something that might have these lines, but I found these on PrizePicks. And the first player is Isco to go higher than 2 shots away from home for Betis, going up against Espanyol. He's averaged 2.59 shots per 90 in the Liga, so he averages over 2, which we need at least 2, which is good for us. And he has a good matchup against Espanyol, who on average allow the 3rd most shots to opponents in the league at 15. He's a long shot taker. He's taken 19 from outside the box and 18 from inside the box. And he's also their set piece taker on both penalties and free kicks. So if they get those set pieces, he will take them. And I like both the long shots and the set pieces because Espanyol do not play possession and tend to allow long shots, which is good for him. He can take those long shots. And Espanyol fouled the 6th most in the league and tend to do it in dangerous areas. Hence why so far in the league, they've conceded 6 penalties. So whether it's him taking a penalty or him taking free kicks, he can get those shots from there too, which is easier for us. It's a good matchup. Besides, Betis as a team is fighting for a Champions League spot, and I like that 9 at 2.0. He's had 2+ and 7 out of the last 10 in the league. I like the line. I like Isco to go higher than 2 shots. And the second player prop that I found that I like is Valentin Castellanos, who were higher than 3 shots away from home for Lazio, going up against Empoli. He's averaged 4.12 shots per 90, and it's another good matchup against Empoli, who on average also allow the 3rd most shots to opponents in the league at 14.3. He's versatile with 68 with his right and 20 headers. It's not like he doesn't shoot too much with his left, but he does take those headers because he's 5'10" and wins 71% of aerial duels, and that's good for us matchup wise as well, not just from shots, because Empoli are weak in the air, so he can get those headers as well, which is good for us. And he also will take long shots, 65 from inside the box and 28 from outside the box. And Empoli do not play possession, so that is opportunity for him to take those as well. And in the first game, he went over with 5 shots One of them was a penalty, so if he takes a penalty, that's a good shot for us. But even without it, he still went over with 4, and both teams will be desperate to go for the win. So both teams are going to be attacking and might be more vulnerable on defense because Empoli is fighting to not get relegated, while Lazio is fighting for a top 6 spot and get a European spot because they did get eliminated against Bodo Glimt. So all they have to play for is Serie A, and they need to get a top 6 spot to try to play European football again next season. And he's finally playing consistent minutes because he did have an injury. Sometimes he play off the bench, or if he did, he might get subbed out early. But the last 3 games, he's played pretty much the full minutes, which is good for us. And in those 3 games, he's had 3+ in 2 out of those 3 games. I like the line. I like the matchups. I like Valentin Castellanos to go higher than 3 shots. As always, I would really appreciate it if everybody liked the video and commented as well. Just like last video, I read all of them, and I really appreciate all the supporting comments. It really does help morality-wise, from not just me, obviously for everybody else, and just seeing the amount of support. It helps me make these videos as well. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Turn on notifications so you're notified when these videos are out. And if you want to get the videos out even earlier, I mentioned the membership earlier in the video. It's for those that want to support the channel and get the video and these picks out even earlier than what you usually would. And I did mention the Discord in the description. Another thing that's not a premium, if you want to join that, for those that want to talk about their plays, other plays, people post their slips, not just on soccer, other sports as well. More than welcome to join in the description. And all my links for everything else, whether it's Outlier, the data app, the pictures of the stats that you see on the screen, and Underdog and PrizePicks, all linked. So I really want to thank everybody and anybody who supports me in any way. I have one money line slip. You can get this for -132. I do these on Oakland, and that's the Real Madrid money line going up against Celta Vigo. It's a must-win game for them to stay in the title race. They're out of the Champions League. They lost a Super Copa final. They lost a Copa del Rey final, so they have nothing else to play for. So they will not hold back. No reason why they should hold back. And besides, after this game, their next game is on Sunday against Barcelona. So if they can win this game and then somehow beat Barcelona, they could be in a really good spot to try to take that title, which is good for us. And they always seem to get the upper hand against Celta Vigo. They've already played them twice this season and beat them in both the league and the cup. And they played them twice last season and won in both of those games. And they're at home. They do well against them. They've won 13 out of 16 league games at home, so it's a really good hit rate. And it ultimately comes down to outscoring Celta because they've conceded 32 goals in 16 away games. So on average, they have conceded 2 goals per game. And Celta is a pretty good attack, but I see them struggling against this Real Madrid side who will be desperate and really need to win. They struggle against through balls and they struggle against skillers. And obviously Real Madrid play a lot of through balls, and they have Vinny and Mbappe to try to worry about. So this matchup-wise is good for Real Madrid. They have had 3 straight La Liga clean sheets. All the last 3 games that they've played in the league, they've won 1-0. And while it was they barely won 1-0, they still kept clean sheets and they won at the end of the day. And they just need to get it done. Need to get the job done at home. They need to stay in the league. Nothing else to play for. I like this. I like the Real Madrid money line going up against Celta Vigo. And the second one is also in La Liga in Spain. And that's Real Betis to win or draw going up against Espanyol. Espanyol is safe. They're not going to get relegated. Or they're pretty much not going to get relegated, and they can get a European spot, and they're losing form. They had 3 straight wins in the last 5, but that was the 3 before, which pretty much is what guaranteed them the safety. But in the last 2, they're winless. They lost 1 and drew 1, and despite Betis being close to the Conference League finals, they're in the semis. They won the first game. They're still fighting for a top 5 spot, which is a Champions League spot. In the Conference League, again, they might be going to the finals, but they still need to guarantee their Champions League spot, which is the best tournament in general for next season. They won the first game at home 1-0, and I honestly kind of like the odds of Betis to win in general, but we're playing it safe with them to win or draw just in case. They're in really good scoring form. They have a pretty good attack with 10 goals in the last 3 games, and they can easily outscore Espanyol. Espanyol don't play possession. They struggle versus Skiller, and they struggle on the wings, and they have players like Anthony, who has really rediscovered his form ever since joining from Manchester United. And Betis in general is just a better quality team. This has gone over in the last 9 out of 10 league games for Real Betis. That's a 90% hit rate, and in those 10 games, they've beat Sociedad, they've beat Real Madrid, they've tied Barcelona, all much better teams than Espanyol. So I don't see them losing against Espanyol. They need to at least try to get a point to try to get to that Champions League spot. So I like this play. I like Real Betis to win or draw going up against Espanyol, and this is the slip that I like for -132. Thank you everybody for watching. I'll quickly go over last video's picks. Obviously I did mention I didn't hit the 60%. Big portion of it also was the player props. Both Semenyo and Ferran didn't start, so both of them DNP'd. So if you put them in one slip or put them in separate slips, you would have got a refund. Which, I mean, at the end of the day, it is better than a loss. So not bad. Especially with the form we've had the last couple of days. And then I did add Fratesi to take 2 shots. He didn't take a single one. And then we had Cagliari to score first. Udinese, who hadn't scored in the last 4, scored 2 goals in this game. And they scored the first one, which missed that play. And then we had the other slip, Atletico and Alaves. It was a scoreless game in general. And then we had Palmas, who lost against Valencia. So again, not helping out in terms of like form wise and anything like that. But as always, we got to keep our heads up. There's nothing we can do to change the results, and hopefully going into this Sunday slate, we can do good and start a run of form. I always feel good about these picks. I'm not gonna give any picks that I don't like. And again, I really do appreciate everybody's support with the last video. And again, congratulations to the giveaway winners. You can contact me, like I said, either just message me, put a comment down, or just text me directly through Discord. But other than that, I hope everybody has a good night, a good day, and we can cash out tomorrow.